I thought it would be fun to start this course with a story, so please bear with me. In January of 1880, Thomas Edison filed a patent for a new type of device that created light by passing an electric current through a carbon-coated filament contained in a sealed glass tube. In other words, Edison invented the light bulb. Students of history will tell you that Edison didn't really invent the light bulb, he just improved on previous ideas. But that's not the point of the story. Edison's light bulb patent was approved, but he still had a lot of work to do before he could begin manufacturing a commercially viable light bulb. The biggest problem with his design was that the lamps dimmed the more you used them. This was because when the carbon-coated filament inside the bulb got hot, it shed little particles of carbon, which stuck to the inside of the glass. These particles resulted in a black coating on the inside of the bulb, which obstructed the light. Edison and his team of engineers tried desperately to discover a way to prevent this shedding of carbon. And one day, someone on his team noticed that the black carbon came off of just one end of the filament, and not both ends. The team thought that maybe some type of electric charge was coming out of the filament. In order to test this theory, they introduced a third wire into the lamp to see if it could catch some of this electric charge. And it did. They soon discovered that an electric current flowed from the heated filament to this third wire, and that the hotter the filament got, the more electric current flowed. Now this discovery, which came to be known as the Edison effect, marks the beginning of technology known as electronics. The device which Edison patented on November 15, 1883 is the world's first electronic device. When Edison patented his device in 1883, he had no idea what it would lead to. Now, just about 130 years later, it's hard to imagine a world without electronics. You see, electronic devices are everywhere. There are more television sets in the United States than there are people. No one uses film to make pictures anymore. Cameras have become electronic devices, and you rarely see a teenager anymore without headphones in his ears. Without electronics, life would be very different. Now, have you ever wondered what makes these electronic devices tick? In the first chapters, I will examine the bits and pieces that make up the most common types of electronic devices and take a look at the basic concept that underlies all the electronics, electricity. I promise I won't bore you too much with tedious or complicated physics concepts, but I must warn you from the start. In order to learn how electronics works at the level that will let you begin to design or build your own electronic devices, you need to have at least a basic idea of what electricity is. Not just what it does, but what it actually is. So put on your thinking cap and get started.